and all of a sudden it became ladies' night at the Memorial Cup. Manon Rheaume, Marie-Philippe Poulin joining us here on the set. And apparently there were 2 memos sent out. Victor, Kevin, and Craig got one of them, and then the 3 of you got the other one.
All white. The boys are all in blue and we're all in white. Okay, Laura, well,
I might as well just go home. Thanks so much for joining us. What brings the 2 of you to Kamloops here today?
Yeah, we're lucky enough to get invited to the Memorial Cup. We had a leadership panel today. We were able to discuss a little bit where the women's hockey is going, where hockey is all around. And tomorrow we have a little clinic tomorrow morning with girls hockey. So it's always fun to be able to travel around Canada, really share our passion, which is women's hockey.
Well, Pooh, you know, you're one of those athletes. I mean, you've done so much within the game. You've scored in every Olympic final that you played in. And in 2010, you had 2 goals. How have you been able to embrace that kind of pressure? Everyone knows you as Captain Clutch. What do you do before a game? Do you breathe? Do you work with someone? Everyone in Canada wants to know, how do you do it?
I do breathe.
I hope she breathes, yeah.
Well, I did learn to manage that. Not gonna lie, 2010 after that Olympics, you realize there's a lot of pressure right away. But I think you grow, you surround yourself with teammates, with friends. You become a little bit more vulnerable, and I think when you lean yourself on people that you trust, I think it makes it easier. And I think over the last couple of years, I think I grew not only as a player, but I think as a person. The leadership group we have in this team, the group we have, the coaches, I think that this whole gang has been amazing to work with, and I think as a person, it just made me grow and mature even more.
Now, Manon, you're such a trailblazer, and we saw a little bit of your career there in that vignette just before we brought you on camera here. And you know, you go back to 1993, and I know you've spoken about this a lot, when you became the first woman to make an appearance in one of the 4 major North American sports. At the time, did you realize how significant that was? Because here we are some years later, and that hasn't happened again.
You know, I didn't have any idea what would happen after I played that game. I was just there to play the game, and it took me years to realize that my story had an impact on people. Either some parents would come up to me and said, like, you're such an inspiration for my daughter, or my son did a project in you in school. So that's when I realized that that story had an impact on people. But at that time, I was just playing hockey.
I mean, you look the same.
Yeah, she does look the same. She looks fantastic. I actually played with you in 1994, and for the first time, you brought visibility to the game, so everyone knows Marie-Philippe Poulin's name now. So thank you for that, Poulin, and everything you've done. But for you, Manon, I mean, for me, I would walk to the rink, and there would be young girls asking for your autograph. So you were kind of that first, the visibility. What did that mean to you, and how have you seen that change over the years?
You know, at that time, you're just like going through the moment. You have those people come up, and I realized more ago how important it is to pay attention to the young people that come up, that knowing that you're making a difference in their life and being a role model for them was so important, because when I started play, I never saw women playing in the NHL. I never saw women's hockey, so my idol was NHL guys. And that's why after that, when I realized my story had an impact, I knew that was important for me to give back to the game and be an inspiration for some young girls.
So Poulin, what can we expect with the PWHPA and the vision of a league for you and the great athletes that play the game?
Yes, I think we're all aware we've been pushing very hard for the last couple of years, and it is in the making. We truly believe that's going to be happening in the next couple months. To get a league together, not only for ourselves but the next generation. But we know that we have the right people in place that's been working hours and hours to put this together behind closed door, because we know, we truly believe that women's sport is very important.
It's about time. So we keep saying, if you put women's sports on TV, people are going to watch, because the entertainment level and the quality of play, it is top notch, and it's a long time coming. We appreciate you joining us. Too bad we have to say goodbye. See, this is what we were talking about. This was gray blue suit day and white blazer day, and I'm like, let's wear bright pink. Sounds like a great idea.